Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the YouTube channel of JJ Prime Reviews. So today, we'll be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series 86 Deluxe class, Autobot Perceptor. And man, this is such a great time to be a Transformers fan because I have been wanting a Perceptor forever in my entire life. So, anyway, before we take a look at the figure itself, it's always nice to take a quick glance at the packaging. Whoops, the packaging just opened. Oh, I wonder why, but anyway, so you have a beautiful, nice CGI image of Perceptor right up front, and his name's Perceptor. He's from the Studio Series toy line. He's 86 number 11 Transformers, and he's from the Transformers the movie. Do not confuse this with the 2007 movie because this is actually in G1. Okay, this is G1. It's obvious it's G1. And you have the backdrop, the Autobot Decepticon battle scene right there, and you have a nice image there of Perceptor on the side, number 86 right here, and you do have the headshot of Perceptor, and then Studio Series 8611. He's a deluxe class, and you have the obligatory product shots in the back of the box. It showcases the robot mode and the two alt modes that Perceptor transforms into, and he transforms in 20 steps and comes to the Battle Autobot City backdrop, and there is his bio, which says, after observing a fleet of incoming enemies, Perceptor reports that a cursory evaluation of Decepticon capability indicates a distinct tactical deficiency, or in other words, they're outnumbered! Oh yes. So yeah, so that is pretty much it. Oh yeah, the top also says the Transformers the movie. That is where he comes from. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the box itself. So now we shall move on to the review table and see what the big deal is for this figure. So let's get it on, man. Let's go! And here we have Perceptor fully transformed into his microscope mode. Now, truth be told, this is actually my first and only Perceptor figure because I never got the original Reveal the Shield Perceptor or even the Titans Return Perceptor. Never got those two figures. Never. I never did. At first, I wanted to get Titans Return Perceptor, then I decided, yeah, you know what, I'm just gonna wait for another Perceptor figure that's way better than Titans Return, and Studio Series came through. Yay! So yeah, I'm definitely pleased to have this figure in my collection. I'm definitely, I'm definitely happy to have this. This is definitely the best mainline G1 Perceptor I've ever seen, like online pictures or according to reviews and what I've seen. Because I've seen the Titans Return Perceptor before. I mean, I've seen how it works, I've seen how it looks. I mean, it looks okay, it looks aight, it looks decent, but it doesn't look as good as this thing. Because this thing looks beautiful, looks awesome. But yeah, here he is in this microscope mode, and yeah, it's definitely Perceptor's microscope mode. It definitely is. So yeah, pretty cool. I do like this mode, really nice. My first Transformer that ever turns to a microscope. That's nice. That's very cool. And yeah, nice Autobot symbol right on the front, right there. Got some nice detailing on the scope right here as well. And this on the ratchet hinge, which is pretty cool. So you can move it around however you wish. You can point it down straight like that, or point it like that. I don't know if you want to. Hey, it's a thing you can do. And yeah. I mean, with Perceptor, every Perceptor figure, it kind of transforms the exact same way, except for the Reveal the Shield Perceptor, because that transforms to a totally different alt mode. But yeah, with the Titans Return Perceptor, the G1 Perceptor figure, and this Perceptor figure, they all transform the exact same ways. Like, hey, the legs become, the bottom parts of the microscope, and then the arms store up here, it's the exact same transformation, but hey. But yeah, you can honestly tell that the transformation is really freaking simple, so yeah, not much of articulation, except for the scope, yeah, that's all you can get. I mean, if you can do that if you want to, but I wouldn't do that if I were you, because that would totally ruin the microscope. So yeah, yeah, pretty cool microscope mode. Yeah, Studio Series 86 is not really disappointing me, yeah, so far, because all the figures they have done in the Studio Series 86 subline, they have done really good. They have done a really good job with these figures, man. I'm definitely happy to have the best possible figures of these G1 characters, because that's what Hasbro is doing right now. And it kind of bugs me when people are complaining about, oh, there's too much G1 in the Transformers toy lines, because, you know, hey, let me get something right for you. Hasbro is making these figures because they want to give us the best possible figures of these G1 characters in the main line. Of course, some of you may not be, totally on board with it, but me personally, I'm definitely on board with it, because I never got a Perceptor before, and thank goodness for Hasbro for producing the Studio Series 86 subline, because without it, I wouldn't have this today. I wouldn't have this like right now. So yeah, but yeah, pretty cool. But that's all I can say about that. So yeah. So anyway, let's bring in some comparisons, and we got a lot of comparisons to go through, so do bear with me, alright? So I'll be right back. First off, here we have Perceptor compared with the Bumblebee movie characters. I mean, aka his Deluxe class wave mates. We have Ratchet, Wheeljack, and Brawn, and you can see the microscope is way bigger than the three of them, which is, I don't know, it's proper scaling. I don't know, a microscope should be bigger than all of these. I think a microscope should be like smaller, but oh well. It's a Cybertronian robot, of course the microscope is gonna be huge, so yeah. Anyway, moving on. Next, here we have Perceptor compared with the Studio Series 86 Deluxe class Sharkticon Gnaw and the Studio Series 86 Voyager class Decepticon Scourge. And here we have Perceptor compared with the rest of the 1986 Autobot cast from various toy lines. So we have Kingdom Leader class Ultra Magnus, the Studio Series 86 Dinobots with the little Wheelie and the Daniel. And we have Blur, we have Jazz, we have Hot Rod, and then Siege, Voyager class Springer, we have SS86 Cup, Earthrise / Kingdom RC, and Studio Series 86 Voyager class Wreck-Gar, and they look really good together. I love these figures so much, especially Ultra Magnus. He's a fantastic Ultra Magnus figure. I absolutely love him. He might be my favorite Ultra Magnus figure as of now, and yeah, I think all of these figures are my favorite figures of these G1 characters. I think anyway, that's just my opinion. So yeah, they are absolutely well done, and yeah, the Dinobots are fantastic. Wreck-Gar's fantastic. Earthrise RC, nothing much to write home about, but I still like her. She's still a pretty good representation of G1 RC, and yeah, all around, they're all fun figures to mess with, and I am very pleased to have all of these guys in my collection. Anyway, moving on to the final size comparison for today. Speaking of the last size comparison, here we have Perceptor compared with the Earthrise / Kingdom Leader class Optimus Prime, and as you can see, the microscope is way bigger than the truck. Yeah, definitely way bigger. So anyway, so that is pretty much it for the Ultimate comparisons. Now, of course, Perceptor does include an accessory. He includes his little tiny gun with some gaps. Of course, people are gonna complain, so that's gonna make me laugh a lot. So yeah, but anyway, nice little gun right here, nicely detailed, nice red gun, and this does store in the microscope mode. There is a port right on the side here, and you can just plug this in. And definitely it does look a little bit ridiculous, hey. And of course, there's a port right here as well, so you can plug this in if you want to. It's a thing you can do. So yeah, that's it for the weapon right here. We will get down to this more in robot mode. So alright, so yeah, I guess that's pretty much it for the microscope mode. So I think it's time to show off the ridiculous tank mode that was shown in the instructions. Yeah, first time any type of instructions that I mean, for the G1 the original G1 toy did have the instructions that show you how to get into the tank mode. Titan's Return never showed you how to get into the tank mode, but this one does show you how to get into the tank mode. But it's very simple. It's very easy. So all you have to do, you have to bring these legs and bring them rotate him around all the way. Just rotate him around all the way. And now you can take, see this tab right here? It's meant to tab into this slot right in there. So just rotate this around just like that. And that will tab in like so. And do the same thing on the other side. Just rotate that around. And that will tab in just like that. And that's it. Yep, that's all there is to it to get into the tank mode. And yeah, it's totally ridiculous. I don't really care for the tank mode. It's kind of an Easter egg, you know. It's based on the original G1 toy. Yeah, the original G1 toy did it, so of course this one had to do it. So yeah, but I mean, I do definitely appreciate it. I mean, I don't care for it, but I do appreciate it. So yeah, I kind of wish the treads were painted, you know. Painted nice black and just molded in red plastic. So it is what it is, and I wish there were wheels to make the tank, you know, roll around, but I don't know, he just slides. That's all he does. So yeah, so that's it for the tank mode. So now we can transform this guy into his robot mode, which is pretty simple. So just untab the legs from the side right here, just straighten up the legs just like that, and just straighten up the legs just like that. So now you want to take the legs and bring them down at this hinge, just like that, bring them at this hinge, flip up the toes, and there you have the legs pretty much all done. So now just raise this up like so, and just untap the arms just like that, and then bring this piece down like so, and bring this down like so, and just bring this up like so, and then take the head and rotate. Oh yeah, one thing to note, what is this thing? What is this mushroom hinge? What's this piece for? I have no idea what this piece is for. I thought it was supposed to connect to something else, or I don't know. I just don't know. The instructions didn't even tell you about this mushroom peg. I don't know. I really don't know. But anyway, just take the head and just rotate this up like so. Rotate the head around just like that. And there we go. And then bring the arms up. That will clip into place. Rotate the arm down, and then flip out the hands just like that. And there you have an arm all done. The same thing on the other side. Same thing on the other side. And just clip that in. Rotate that down. Flip out the hands, and there we go. And then bring up the chest plate, and we're done. So there you have Perceptor fully transformed into his robots. Oops. So there you go. There you have Perceptor in his robot mode, and he looks really good. Looks very cartoony, very cartoon accurate, and I really dig him. My first Perceptor, and I am not disappointed at all. He looks absolutely fantastic, very, very screen accurate, and I dig it. I digs it very, very much. So yeah. So let's get in closer. We can take a look at the head sculpt right there, which is a nicely done G1 Perceptor head sculpt right there. I do like that. Really nice. And nice silver paint for the face, nice blue for the eyes, and nice little bit of gold-ish paint on top right there, which is nice. Really, really nice. Yeah, very nice. I like this. I like the chest, which is pretty cool. You can see the Autobot symbol through the clear plastic, which is nice. And I think this paint is like a bit shiny. Yeah, it kind of like a silver-ish paint. Looks like it's a combination of white and silver, which is nice. I mean, to my eyes anyway. And yeah, it looks really good. I like the blue and the reds. And he has a black crotch. Yes. And yeah. And yeah, really well done robot mode, really clean transformation. Of course, there is a big gaping hole right here, but it's the back. I'm not gonna complain about the back because I don't care what the back looks like. So yeah, but there you go. Alrighty, so yeah, pretty cool. Articulation wise in robot mode, the head is on a ball joint. It can rotate a full 360. He can't really look up, he can't really look down. The shoulders, it can rotate a full 360, can move in and out. You do have a bicep swivel, you do have an elbow joint, slightly over 90 degrees of bend, and the hands can move inward due to transformation. And he does have a waist swivel, which is really nice. and he does have some leg movement. The legs can move up that far, can move back that far, and he can do the full split, which is really nice. And you do have a thigh swivel. You do have this weird joint that you could use due to transformation. It's weird. It's a weird joint, but okay, it's there. It exists. So you do have a knee bend, about over 90 degrees of bend right there, and you do have some ankle tiltage. A lot of ankle tilt. I really like that. That's pretty cool. And the feet can move down due to transformation as well. So yeah, there's quite a bit of articulation. I love his articulation. Really cool. Yeah. Now, one thing that this figure can do, you can actually store the scope on his back. So what you do is you can just unclip that, and there is, it exposes this tab right here. It goes into that slot right there. So you can just plug this in right there, and that stores the scope on the back. And it's hiding. This is pretty clever because this is hiding behind his thigh, his leg, and you can't really see the scope that much. So yeah, I actually think that's pretty clever. I like that. Yeah, pretty clever. But this is Perceptor, so he's meant to have the scope over his shoulder. So that's how I'm going to display my Perceptor right there. So now, of course, you can give him his gun. You can store the gun right here if you really want to. Hey, on the back. Hey, it's a thing you can do. But he's a warrior. He can hold the gun into his hand, and I want him to hold the gun into his hand because he needs to fight. He needs to fight while he's being the scientist. So, but yeah, of course. So yeah, but yeah, really well done, Robot Mode. I'm definitely pleased with this figure. So, all right. So moving on to the size comparisons for Robot Mode. Here we have Perceptor compared with his Deluxe class wave mates, Bumblebee Movie Brawn, Bumblebee Movie Ratchet, and Bumblebee Movie Wheeljack. And as you can see, Perceptor is definitely the tallest Deluxe class figure in this wave of Studio Series. But yeah, they look pretty good together. I like these 4 Deluxes, and they are all successful figures, and I absolutely love messing with them. Very fun to mess with. So yeah. Anyway, moving on. And here we have Studio Series 86 Perceptor compared with Studio Series 86 Sharkticon Gnaw and Studio Series 86 Scourge, so you can see how they look together. And here we have Perceptor compared with the Earthrise / Kingdom Leader class Optimus Prime, so you can see how the two Autobots look together, and they look pretty good together. I think this is the proper scaling between Optimus Prime and Perceptor, and and of course you could, recreate that scene where Optimus Prime is laying down, and and then when Perceptor is in his microscope, and I forgot to show it off earlier on, but I could probably post as a community post, as a picture where Perceptor is in his microscope mode and examining Optimus Prime's body, when after he got brutally damaged by Megatron. So yeah, so you can do that if you really want to. I mean, if you have all the 1986 characters, you could even recreate the whole 1986 movie. Oh yeah. Just on a quick side note, I am part of this 1986 recreation project. This was created by you know what? I'm not gonna tell you. I will tell you once the project is been made. So I will let you guys know. I will let you guys know what role I'm playing as. As of now, I'm not sure, but I will know eventually. So but right now I'm just gonna keep it quiet. I'm gonna zip my mouth, and I will only tell you guys after the project has been launched. So. All right, so be patient. So stay tuned for that project. Anyway, so let's move on to the final set of comparisons for today. And finally, here we have Perceptor compared with the rest of the 1986 Autobot cast, and woo! Man, oh man, these figures look so beautiful together. I absolutely love them to death. Man, they look so freaking good together. I love these. I love these so much. So we have Jazz, we have Cup, we have Hot Rod, we have Blur, we have RC, we have Springer, Rekgar, Slug with Daniel, Ultra Magnus, and lastly but not leastly, Grimlock with the little tiny wheelie. I know there's a SS86 core class Spike with Ricky coming out, so I'm definitely going to be getting that and put him into this 86 collection. And yeah, they look really good together. Man, I absolutely love these figures. They're fun to mess with, fun to transform, and yeah, I don't have a major problem with RC, so she's fine with me. So yeah, but I know we're getting an 86 RC, an SS86 RC, so I wonder what that's gonna look like. I wonder if that's gonna be a whole new mold, or it's just gonna be this RC. I have no idea. I have no idea, but we will see when she comes out in the later months. So yeah, really well done collection here for the 86 movie collection. And yeah, the cast is building up nicely, so yay! I can't wait to get Junkyard, Spike with Ricky, and Sludge. So I can't wait to get those 3 Autobots. And yeah, we're very close to finishing the Autobot cast from the 1986 line. So I'm gonna get the Cliff Jumper to go with Jazz as well. So alrighty, so yeah, that's pretty much it for the robot mode comparisons. Oh wait, one more thing. Just want to tell you, I would put Rodimus in here, but I just didn't have the time to bring him down from my shelves. But if you want to see a comparison between Perceptor and Rodimus, I will do that on Instagram. And speaking of my Instagram is at JJ Prime's Transformers Pics. There's no space, there's no apostrophe anywhere. There are small letters, and there's just JJ Prime's Transformers Pics. That's my Instagram account. I'll put the link to my Instagram account in the description down below. So yeah, so as of now, I can't put Rodimus Prime into this comparison. So yeah, no comparison with Rodimus Prime here between, no comparison between Perceptor and Rodimus Prime as of now. So I'm sorry. But anyway, that's pretty much it for the robot mode comparisons. Alright, so here are my final thoughts on the Transformers Studio Series 86 Deluxe Class Autobot Perceptor. And Hasbro has done it yet again with this figure. This is a fantastic Perceptor figure, and I'm very impressed with it. The robot mode looks really good. The microscope mode definitely looks like Perceptor's microscope mode. The tank mode I don't really care for, but it's greatly appreciated. Yeah, you know, I definitely appreciate the tank mode. Pretty cool. And yeah, I like his little gun, pretty nice. And yeah, just all around, just very cartoon accurate. You know, he's fun to transform. Great articulation, great range of movement here and there, and great detail, great paint work, and yeah, just one little missing detail is the treads. I just wish the treads were painted, but it's just a minor nitpick, but that's all it is. It's a nitpick. So yeah, as far as I'm concerned, this is definitely the best mainline G1 Perceptor figure that we have ever gotten so far. I think this is definitely better than the Titans Return version. It's way more cartoon accurate, and yeah, I just love this Perceptor figure a lot. So I definitely can't wait to get Blaster to go with this guy. So yeah, it's coming along nicely. So yay! So yeah. All right. So as far as ranking this guy from a scale of 1 to 10, I think I would just give him a 9.5 out of 10. He just needed some more extra paint on the treads, but that's just it, you know. Yeah, that's all the extra paint that he needed. Yeah, 9.5 out of 10. Really well done, really fantastic figure, fun to mess with, and just overall, I'm very pleased with this. I'm very pleased with this figure. So that is pretty much it for today's video review. So ladies and gentlemen, if you are completely new to the channel and this is and this is where my tongue stops working. If you are completely new to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below, and while you're at it, click that notification bell icon down below as well, so that you will know when my new videos are up and ready. And you can always check out my Studio Series Reviews playlist for any videos I may have missed. I'll post a link to that playlist in the description down below. And I think that's pretty much it for me to say. So there you have the Transformers Studio Series 86 Deluxe Class Autobot Perceptor, and this is JJ Prime signing off. Peace out! Yay!
Greetings, Transformers fans. My name is Alita1. I would like to thank you for watching JJ Prime Reviews. If you would like to see more reviews, live unboxings, or even tutorials on the channel, hit the subscribe button and smash that bell icon to get notified when a new video is uploaded on the channel. Thank you, and see you next time. Till all are one.